First, let's break down why the movie is called Brand New Day. There's a very important reason behind this title. It represents Peter Parker starting his life completely from scratch. In simple terms, Peter now has no friends, no relationships, and has lost all aspects of his identity. Now you might be wondering, how did this happen? The real reason is that everything was sacrificed to save the world. When the situation went completely out of control, Doctor Strange was forced to cast a spell that made everyone forget who Peter Parker is. Because of this, Peter essentially re-enters the story with a fresh start in Brand New Day. There could be several reasons behind this situation. For example, people from different universes had started crossing over, and many of them discovered Peter Parker's identity. As a result, the world was saved, but at the cost of Peter losing everyone who knew him. So, in short, no one recognizes Peter Parker anymore because of Doctor Strange's spell, which erased him from everyone's memory. While something like this isn't realistically possible, symbolically, Brand New Day represents a man who has lost everything from his past and is beginning a completely new life. As we break down the scenes from the movie trailer, this concept will become much clearer. Now we're going to break down and explain the scenes from the trailer. First, we see a scorpion-like villain who has come to rob a bank. He's extremely powerful and even attacks the police, going as far as nearly killing one officer. Right at that moment, Spider-Man makes his entrance. However, if you look closely, there's something interesting. Spider-Man does show up, but he doesn't seem fully in control of himself. He crashes into a shop poster, then lands hard on top of a car, clearly taking damage. From his movements and impact, it's obvious that this new Spider-Man still hasn't fully mastered his abilities. As the scene continues, we see just how strong the Scorpion villain really is. He lets go of the police officer and targets Spider-Man with his tail, which appears to be equipped with a sharp, possibly venomous tip. At that moment, something different awakens inside Spider-Man. He suddenly grabs the villain's tail and slams him hard, sending him crashing into a police car. If you think about it realistically, this isn't Spider-Man's usual fighting style. This suggests that this new he notices very clearly, and it surprises him, is that his web strands are much stronger and more durable than before. As he looks closely at his hands, he realizes that something about this is unusual. This makes Peter Parker feel confused and a bit shocked, as he begins to understand that his abilities are changing in ways he didn't expect. After that, we see Peter Parker struggling with his powers. Whenever he swings through the air, he can't properly control himself. At one point, he even collides with a pigeon and then crashes into a water tank, nearly breaking part of it. Losing control completely, he ends up falling into an event and ruins the entire setting. All of this clearly shows that this new version of Peter Parker has entered the movie, but he still hasn't mastered control over his abilities. Because of these issues, he were removed or destroyed, he would turn back into the Hulk again. Peter then asks the professor how he can fix his condition, specifically how he can stabilize or modify the changes in his body and genetics that are preventing him from properly controlling his Spider-Man abilities. In the next scene, we notice something else. Spider-Man's movement speed is much faster than before, which makes it very different from the previous version of Spider-Man. Then in the scene, we see the appearance of a very unique kind of villain, one who is completely invisible. Throughout the entire trailer, no part of this villain's body is visible, not the face, not even the hands. The only noticeable detail is that the hands appear to be wearing gloves. This villain moves extremely fast, so fast that only Spider-Man is able to see and track the movement. Another interesting aspect is that this invisible villain can take control of other people's bodies. In this scene, we also see the villain communicating directly with Spider-Man, making it clear that there's a deeper connection or conflict between them. But one important question comes up. Why couldn't this villain enter Spider-Man's body? The reason is that Spider-Man's senses are extremely advanced, far beyond those of a normal human. Because of this heightened awareness, the villain isn't able to take control of him like he does with others. Most likely, this villain's character and abilities will be fully explained in the movie itself. In the next scene, we see Spider-Man going to the professor, but this time the device on the professor's hand has been destroyed. Because of that, the professor has transformed back into the Hulk. Spider-Man tries to talk to Professor Hulk, but Hulk claps his hands with such force that everything around them starts shaking and breaking apart. Despite the chaos, Spider-Man tries to stop the destruction by using his webs to hold things together and protect the surroundings. Then we see Spider-Man, our Peter, entering a place where his former girlfriend MJ and his friend Ned are present. However, no one recognizes Spider-Man or Peter anymore. Here, Peter notices that MJ is now in a relationship with another guy, which clearly hurts him emotionally. If you look closely at Peter's facial expressions, you can easily understand how deeply this affects him. After that, the scene shows Spider-Man approaching his former girlfriend MJ and telling her that she's in danger, asking her to come with him so he can take her somewhere safe. MJ agrees. But there's an interesting detail here. When MJ holds onto Spider-Man and they swing through the air, her reaction doesn't seem as fearful as it was in the previous movie. This is something noticeable in the scene. Finally, Spider-Man leaves MJ in a safe place. In the next scene, we see a prison sequence. In this scene, Spider-Man's fighting skills look much more impressive than before. His suit, his movements, and the way he attacks all seem far more powerful compared to the previous installments. He takes on the ninjas with such speed and precision that it feels almost unbelievable. Spider-Man Brand New Day features a strong main cast, including Tom Holland, Zendaya, Sadie Sink, Jacob Batalon, John Bernthal, Tremel Tillman, Michael Mando, and Mark Ruffalo. The movie is directed by Destin Daniel Cretton. The screenplay is written by 3 writers, Chris McKenna, Eric Summers, and Justin Kuritzkis. The film is distributed by Sony Pictures Releasing. This movie is set to arrive with a fresh and exciting take on July 31st, 2026. So for fans who have been waiting to see what's next in Peter Parker's new Spider-Man journey, the wait is almost over, and it looks like something truly interesting is on the way.